You shot straight, but you shot late. Holla at me. This is the Rundown Podcast.
I'm gonna give you the rundown.
Say, hey man, it's OG Jucario. Now I'm back at you with another one. And I had to come spin the YouTube block about crazy, cockeyed, commando, cool, capping, cackling, confidential, clout chasing Charles. That's right. Charleston White is in the headlines again, you guys. And guess what? This time, this guy has wrote a post, a disrespectful post on IG about Enchanting. Wow, the young lady who was formerly signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 Records, and he had a couple of things that were very disrespectful to a lot of people to say about this young lady after she passed, you guys. Guess what? I'm gonna read this post to you and we're gonna chop it up and see why crazy, cockeyed, commando, cool, capping, cackling, confidential, CIA, clout chasing Charles will say these type of things, you guys. So buckle up and slide with me. Run it. Crazy, cockeyed, cool, capping, cackling, clout chasing Charles said this. He said, "This young lady is from my city. I'm very familiar with her rap success, and it wasn't a success." Wow, really? I mentioned her situation years ago, he says. She was a fuck toy. Yikes. Wowzers. And he says, with talent, who hardly put out any music, but posted a lot of social media pics. Okay? If someone dies doing what they like to do, getting high, he says, then why should anyone be sad for that person? That's a question crazy, cockeyed, commando, cool Charles asked. He said she died a dope fiend. Wow, yikes. Just like the rest of them in the music industry. I told y'all they was just f***ing on her and wasn't putting any music out. Wow. So this is what crazy, cockeyed, commando, cool, capping, cackling, confidential, CIA, clout chasing Charles had to say about Enchanting, you guys. Now, all this right here is very disrespectful. And I see the comments, people are saying, well, at least he said that she was talented. Well, yeah, he did, but does that supposed to mean you just disregard all the disrespectful things he said about her? I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, man, this woman just lost her life, right? And regardless of what she was doing, how she was doing it, or who she was doing it with, or why she was doing it, right? As we came to find out, she had substance abuse problems, allegedly, according to the reports that are put out there, right? And for him to be so insensitive towards, this situation of hers at this time is very disrespectful to me, in my opinion. And a lot of more people would agree with me. And a lot of people aren't agreeing. And they say, she shouldn't have been doing this and she shouldn't have been doing that. And that's what happens when you take this and take that. And hey, man, at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion. Like a set of nostrils, right? Everybody has them. And, it's like this. It's a time and a place for everything. And was this post needed? I don't believe it was. Like he said, he's very familiar with Enchanting, as the post said, and he said that she's from his city, Fort Worth. So I just had to come and chop it up a little bit about, crazy, cockeyed, commando, cool, capping, CIA, confidential, clout chasing Charles, because, he has a lot of takes and views on things that go viral. And as we all know, cockeyed, a sailor man, Charleston White, he has a lot of, posts that go viral for the things and, the harsh ways and the shock value that he puts out there with these things that he says out of his mouth, right? And a lot of people are saying, well, you're going to get your karma. This is going to happen to you. I can't wait until somebody does this and that. This is what people are, wishing upon Charleston because of his harsh reality that he unleashes on people, right? And, you know, he always says this, well, ain't nobody did nothing to me yet. Crazy, cockeyed, commando, cool, capping, cackling, confidential CIA, clout chasing Charles loves to say that nobody has touched him yet. Nobody dares, you know, confront him about his views and his opinions and the harsh things that he says online. Well, you know, we seen what happened to Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy tried to approach old crazy cockeyed the sailor, man, right? And he sprayed him down with that pepper spray. Yikes. Well, you know, a lot of people are wishing that, you know, something happens to Charleston because they don't agree with a lot of things he's saying. And obviously, a lot of people want, you know, something bad physically to happen to Charleston. And Charleston loves to brag and boast that, you know, karma isn't real and whatever I say out of my mouth isn't real, because if karma is real, right, where's the good karma? Why is it only bad karma? I found that to be kind of interesting, you know, and I feel like, wow, you know, this guy's once again trying to make sense out of things. So crazy cockeyed Charles has all these, you know, different rebuttals when people try to, you know, say that he's going to get his karma and that power is in the tongue and he's going to reap what he sows, right? So, you know, it's interesting to hear his, you know, rebuttals and the things he has to say. Crazy cockeyed Commando Charles also posted a pic of Big Scarr and Enchanting, right? And Big Scarr passed away on December 22nd, 2022, right? And that was of substance abuse as well, as many reported, right? And he said this on the post, 2 junkies, same label. And he added Gucci Mane in that post. Wow. Yeah. And many people are saying, look, he's still being disrespectful. Now he's disrespecting the late, great Big Scarr, right? A street rapper who, you know, was one of the stars there on Gucci's label. And a lot of people didn't like that crazy cockeyed Charles was going at Big Scarr, let alone going at Enchanting, who had just passed away. Now he's calling both of these deceased rappers junkies. And going through those comments, people are saying, hold on now. Charles is basically telling the truth because they both were on substances and it ended up allegedly taking their lives. And people are saying we need to talk about this, right? He's not wrong. You know, just because you don't want to say these type of things at this particular time about these rappers that are losing their life in this type of fashion doesn't mean that he's wrong. Well, a lot of people agree with crazy cockeyed Charles, and a lot of people don't agree with crazy cockeyed Commando and his viewpoints of how he comes off about the way that he says things. So we have to ask ourselves, is it the message or is it the messenger that people don't like? At the end of the day, it could be a little bit of both, right? Who knows? But he has a lot of people that agree with him, and he has a lot of people that don't agree with him, you guys. So y'all get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about crazy cockeyed clout chasing Charles calling Big Scarr and Enchanting 2 junkies, same label, and adding Gucci Mane. And the things he said about Enchanting on the other post, you know, about her being a music industry fuck toy.
Enchanting, and she's from your city.
Our local lady, Miss Enchanting. Where's her music? Why don't we see any music? Where's her videos? Where's her performances? Where is she doing shows? What they doing? What's she doing?
You came out saying that Gucci Mane, he lacks leadership.
Yeah. Homie, that had an all-star team. That was the new road. That was the man. That nigga had a golly, man. And for all them young niggas to fall, it starts who game. Man, he went and got them. He gave us interviews, had them tell us their backstory. Only for all of them to crash, man. Quickly. And no one's talking. These are the things we gotta talk about, homie. These are the things we gotta talk about. Only for one of the artists to die, broke. Now, not think got anything to do with Gucci, but it's a reflection.
Yeah.
Because if Gucci was a white man, if Gucci and them was a white label, we'll swear up and down, they had this done, this was set up, we'll have all kind of conspiracy theories behind this. They telling you what they doing. I gave her the bitch a perk, brought her back to the trap. She ain't even understand me. When I told her to drop her panties. Those are the lyrics around the little boy she was around. So y'all think if her boyfriend, Big Scarr, whatever the little nigga name is, he died of the same thing she died of. Come on now. That's how this go. So who mad at me by telling the truth? And I've been studying and watching this little girl. See y'all, see what get me here? When she was alive, I don't see y'all showing the same love. Just last year, nigga, she been needing a hit. She ain't made a hit song. She ain't had a hit record. She ain't, y'all ain't been showing her shit. But now that she's dead and all over, we go act like she wasn't a pill popping little freak. Yeah, her mama and them go hear this. But they heard her lyrics too when she was talking about sucking pussy and taking dick. They heard that, so why they can't hear this? Cause it's the truth, ain't it? Motherfucker want me to muzzle my mouth for the truth. I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to, nigga. When I think it, I say it. So, I don't give a fuck who mad. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Don't nobody want to die behind me talking. That shit already been true. Don't nobody want to die behind me talking. So, and I just want to make it clear, plain and clear. I don't give a fuck about a dope fiend. I had dope fiend aunties and dope fiend grandmama, and I didn't like them because my mama used to help their kids. So I don't like dope fiends. Fuck yeah, dope fiend rapping bitch with a hot pussy and done died swallowing the pill. So I'm just saying. So that's my concept of this shit. Man, that whole died getting high, fucking doing what they want to do. Shit, fuck you sad and mad. Fuck. Man, makes sense to you? Might not, but it makes sense to me. So fuck you.
Rest in peace to Big Scarr and Enchanting, two very talented rap superstars who had a very bright future ahead of them. And Enchanting was really an R&B sensation. You know, she got over there with 1017 and started rapping like the fellas. But in actuality, I always wonder why Gucci turned Enchanting from a R&B singer, right, into a rapper like the fellas. I didn't understand that. It was more lucrative to make her a R&B star than just another rapper. As we all see, another sexy red, right, rapping about drugs and crime and money and wealth, right? And sex, can't forget that. And at the end of the day, it makes me wonder, let's dig deep right quick. Why don't record labels get these artists substance abuse help, rehab? Why don't the labels do drug testing? Let's start right there with that. Why don't these major labels look at their artists and see what they're going through and say, hey, we need to do drug testing for hard drugs? Now, marijuana is being accepted. It's just like a job. A lot of jobs are accepting the fact that, people are smoking marijuana. A lot of states are, susceptible to people smoking marijuana because it's legal in certain states. Right? So why don't these record labels say, hey, let's start implementing drug testing for harsh drugs, right? The opioids, right? The barbiturates, right? The crack, the cocaine, the meth, the heroin, things of that nature. It makes you wonder, well, obviously they don't give a damn because they have a plan, right? The insurance policies are there in case these artists do too much of these substances and just so happen to die from the abuse of the substances. So it makes sense why artists don't have to take drug tests to be on a major label. It makes sense that record labels don't tell artists, look, we're going to take your music recording contract away from you. We're going to make it null and void if your drug test comes up dirty, positive, for hard substances, right? And like I said, I'm not talking about the marijuana. I'm talking about the real hard drugs that can cause them the DO, if you know what I mean. Now, at the end of the day, that's something to think about. But like I said, we all know why. That's not a requirement in the music industry to take a drug test in order to keep your record contract valid. Wow. And they cash in on that insurance policy once you're gone. Cha-ching. Everybody's getting paid, baby. And that's just the harsh reality of that industry. So y'all get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think about this entire ordeal. And until next time, this is OG Jucario TV. You're watching the Rundown Podcast. I appreciate everybody for spending with me. I appreciate all my subscribers for sliding with your boy every time. And say, man, hey man, keep hitting that like button, keep hitting that subscribe button, and look, turn on post notification so we can slide whenever I get the drop. And you already know what it is, man. It's deeper than booty hair. And guess what? I'm gone.